Hi, I'm Tiffany Domina, and if you're watching this from YouTube, welcome to my channel. If you're watching this from Wealthy Affiliate, welcome to my training. Today I want to talk to you about how to know if your website is ranking and how to improve those website rankings. I'm hoping that this training is really helpful for you. We'll be using the Google Search Console, and we'll be using a tool that I personally use to track my search engine rankings and to make sure that I'm continually climbing the rankings. So let's dive right into Google Search Console. So I'll be using more than one website as examples for you so you can see how to track your search engine ranking. So first I want to show you this website, healthylivingmom.org, and I've added it into the Google Search Console as http://healthylivingmom.org, and I've also added it as HTTPS. So I added this website like that because that's what we were taught to do, but I want to show you that the difference in the results from the HTTP versus the HTTPS and what I would do in various situations. So inside of the Google Search Console, I'm going to the Performance tab here, and when you go to Performance, you'll see that there's 0 clicks and there's 0 total impressions. Now, if this website was brand new and I had 0 clicks and 0 total impressions, then that would be okay, because it does take some time for your website to get some traction. What's nice about having a website is that you can actually reach people quicker than if you didn't have the website. So in the early stages, it's just nice to think that you can reach one additional person from the comfort of your living room. In this case, this website is about healthy living moms. So if this website was new, it would be nice to know that I can reach one additional person and introduce them to healthy lifestyle and motherhood than before I started the website. Now, if this website was older, like maybe even a month or 2 months old, and still 0 clicks, 0 total impressions, then it would be a problem. Because really, the day that you start the website, you can start to introduce someone to the website. The search engines take a little bit of time for them to index your website and for them to start giving you rankings. So in the early days, like the first month or so, it would be best to use something like social media to introduce people to your website. And then over time, the search engines will start to find your site, start to index your site, and start to give you rankings. But if it's still like this after a month, then that's a problem. So let's take a look at the HTTPS version of this site. So as you can see, I clicked this already. So as you can see, with the HTTPS version of this site, then there are some impressions. There is 0% click-through rate, and the average position is at the 37th position. Now, this website is an older website. It's actually, I think 2 years, somewhere around 2 years old. But if you scroll down, you can actually see the problem with this website. You can see that it's only ranking for 3 keywords, which either means that I didn't do good SEO, or it means that I don't have a lot of content on the site. So I can tell you from having owned the site and went to the site that there's not a lot of content on the site. So if you take a look, you can actually click here and you can see which position the the site is ranking in. So you just click this box and then it'll show me here what position in the search ranking this blog is. So you can see for this keyword, $5 meal plan, that it's in position 87.7, and for this keyword, healthy living mom blogs, it's in position 102, and for this keyword, freezer meals 101, it's in position 94. So being that far back in the search rankings, it's likely that anyone searching for these topics would not go back 8 or 10 pages on Google to find this specific article. And so that's why it's not really getting any clicks and it's not really getting any impressions, and that's kind of expected. So if I wanted to improve the ranking for this website, then I would want more keywords to be showing up here, which means that I need to add more content onto the site. So this is the first example. And so if you're in this situation where you can see that your website is getting some rankings and has some click-through rate and is having some impressions, but you aren't getting a lot of clicks, then I would look at adding more content. And we'll talk a little bit more about improving these rankings going forward. But in this case, if you don't have a lot of keywords here, then this is going to be your goal. Your goal is going to be to get more keywords to show up here. So let's go to a different website. So let's go to my website here. Okay, so for my website, kingdomofheavenambassador.com, this is the one I'm going to show you now. You can see that there aren't any errors or anything like that. And we're going to go to the performance tab again, and you can see, actually this is the wrong one, this is the HTTP. So let's go to the HTTPS version. Okay, so again, for this one, you can see that in the performance tab that it's getting 1,081 clicks per month, or in the last month, and it had 31,300 impressions. It has a 5.8% click-through rate and an average position of 18.1. So what we need to do with this site is we have to click these buttons in order for it to show us the position and the click-through rate down here and the impressions and all the information. So what we'll do is we need to look at the keywords, and we need to look at how many clicks. This is how many people actually took action when this keyword was typed into the search engines. This is how many people actually took action and clicked my article from the search engines. But this is how many people actually saw my article from the search engines. So 473 people saw it in the search rankings, and 84 people clicked. That's 17.8% of the people that saw it actually clicked. That's actually pretty good. It's in the second position. It ranges in position, but on average, it's in the second 2.9 position. So sometimes it's in the third position, sometimes it's in the second position, sometimes it might be in the first position, depending on who's searching. So looking at this keyword and evaluating here, the first thing I would consider is how can I get more of these people who saw the post to actually click on it? And so if I get more people who saw this post to click on it, then my click-through rate will go up, and I'll have more traffic on the site. More traffic means more potential customers, which means more potential sales. So this is what I would do in this position. And so I would take this keyword and go over into Jaaxy, which is here, and I'm going to go back to Jaaxy's main. And I would look inside of Jaaxy at the search analysis, because then I can see which articles are ranking for that keyword in each search engine quickly. So you can see Google, Bing, and Yahoo are right here, so I won't actually have to go to each search browser. So I can see that position 1 is here, 2, 3, and you can see my website here. You can see the same thing in Bing, that position 1 is here, 2, 3, and here goes mine here at number 5 in Bing. And in Yahoo, I am in position 2. So what I would do is look at the articles that are outranking me, which in this case it is Guardian Angel Reading. Let's look at that one. And we can see that this one has 2,586 words. It has 40 links on the site. These are the interlinks. It has 3,080 backlinks. And we can see the meta description and look at whether or not it's catchy. I can also look at the title and see how catchy the title is. And I can look at, sometimes it'll show you when the article was published. So let's go over and look at Bing. Here it goes. March 20th, 2019, this article was published. I can look again at the title, the meta description, and see from my observation, is it a catchy meta description? Is this something that somebody would read and think, oh, I definitely want to see the rest? So does it pique curiosity in this meta description? Does this title pique curiosity? Does it engage the actual user's intent? And again, this is the same article, so I know the word count, I know the amount of links on the site, I can see the backlinks, and then I can see this YouTube channel. It gives some details. It's 1,492 words on this link, 66 links on the site, lots of backlinks. Okay, let's keep looking. Then we have this article. And basically, I would compare. So you can see that when I'm comparing, I can see that some of the articles have more words, some of them have less words. So I would say that it's probably not the word count that's the issue. The amount of links on the site, some of them have less links on the site. So I would say that's probably not the issue either. But these are things that I can do to improve. So I can get comments on this post, and then that would improve the word count. I can find more relevant articles on my site and interlink to this post, and that would improve the number of links on the site. I can work on the backlink profile. So I can share this article more, give it more social sharing. I can possibly guest post on somebody's blog and link back to this post if I wanted to improve the backlink profile. And so finally, after I've made these observations and come up with a plan of action for how I'm going to get this article to go up the search rankings, I would actually go to this post. So let's first look at my title, and you can see in this meta description that this post is old. So this post might have went down the ranking just simply because it was written in 2015, and in contrast, these other posts may be newer. So I may just need to go back and do some updates to this post to get it to climb back up the rankings. Make sure that it's still relevant. I could improve the title if the title is not that catchy. I can also improve the meta description if the meta description is not that catchy, or make it more catchy. And I also can look at these other articles that are outranking me and see if it's possible that maybe I can answer the user's intent better. So if a person was typing in that keyword, tapping into the spiritual realm, then what would they be looking to do? And I can start to observe based off of these other articles, based off of possibly their comments, and see if I can better answer that question, and then go back and improve my article. So I can see this one and how it is. Also, looking at the user experience is another thing. So with this article, I can look at the user experience and look at how the size of the text and how long people might stay on the page, whether they would go from this page to other pages, and that might improve this person's time on page. So all of those things are things I can look at on these articles that are outranking mine. So this one is pretty short. Oh, that's an ad. And so basically, I would observe the user experience on each of these and try to improve mine. Let's go to this post and see what it looks like. So this post is from my early blogging days, so don't judge it, okay? But you can see on this post, I probably can do more social sharing if I wanted to improve the rankings here. It has a pin, so I can just pin this again. I can improve the spacing. So spacing was a big issue that I used to do a lot of spacing too much. And so I can improve this article. I can probably go back in and add more content. Now I have more knowledge, more experience, since 2015. So I can probably go in and make this even better. So yeah. And that's what I would do in this scenario. And so going back to my other keywords that I'm ranking for, I would do the same thing. I would go to each keyword and evaluate the competition, evaluate my post, see if I can make my post even more helpful, see if my title can be improved, see if my meta description can be improved. I would look at each of these things and see how I can improve those things. I can see how I can answer the user's question even better. But my goal for these posts would be to get more of this market share here. So instead of getting 43 people out of 415, then I would try to get, more than that. So get this click-through rate up and get this ranking position up. Now for the post like this one, it's at a 2% click-through rate. I think it has probably a lot of room to improve. And so these are the things I would do to improve these results. And some of this, what's going on with this website, is that I haven't touched it in 2 years. So it probably just needs some TLC. But you can see how these websites, how it goes. So that's how I would observe the ranking. You can see with this website that there's 703 keywords. So if I wanted to improve the traffic, I could actually add in more content on the site to get more keywords ranking. So let's look at how many keywords How to Entrepreneur is ranking for. So you can see the number of impressions there, the number of total clicks, and my click-through rate tends to stay low here because I'm constantly adding new content, and that content needs to get mature. But you can see that yeah. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you from this post, or from this article. In this training, that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you how that goes. And in order to get 20,000 or more visitors per month, you're going to need lots of keywords ranking, or you're going to need either lots of keywords ranking, or you're going to have very high demand topics that are ranking very well. One of the two. And that takes some attention to detail. It takes some work, but you can definitely do it. I'm really hoping that this training is helpful to help you get more traffic and more sales to your website. So you can see that the Search Console plays a huge part in helping you to evaluate where you stand. And Jaaxi just helps to expedite that process. Oh, before we go, let me show you how I evaluate my rankings inside of Jaaxi. So with Jaaxi, you can actually put in the keywords that you're targeting, and Jaaxi will track your rankings for Google, Yahoo, and Bing right here automatically. So the nice thing about this is you can set the frequency that it'll track those rankings for you, and then it'll show you which rankings are going up and which are going down. And it does this automatically in one interface. So this is if you have the Jaaxi Pro account, which I do. So if you have Jaaxi Lite, then you won't be able to use this very much. But if you have Jaaxi Pro, then you can add in lots of keywords, and it will check the keywords for you frequently. For the keywords that I monetize, then I check those more frequently than the ones that I don't. But like, for example, this keyword is more of a peripheral keyword. It's not directly tied to money. So if somebody types this in, it's more for motivation. So I don't check that one very much. But let's take a look at another nice feature inside Jaaxi Pro. So when you look at Jaaxi Pro, you can see the keywords here. You can see what position I'm in Google, Bing, and Yahoo for this keyword. And you can see that it's run 25 scans. So I can actually see the graph of how this keyword has done over time. So you can go here to all time, and it goes all the way back to November, and you can see that this keyword has gone up and down and up and down. And over time, you can start to see patterns, how Google does things. They have their updates and their algorithm updates, And so over the time, they've had more than one update. In June, they had a recent update there, and you can see my ranking dropped, and then it went back up. And you can also evaluate when you go back and do optimization or different things, whether or not the improvements that you made actually panned out. Jaxie will check keywords for you daily, twice a week, weekly, twice a month, or monthly. And then you can also look at the position of that keyword here and what articles are either outranking you or lower in position. So you can see I'm at the 32nd position. This article is showing the article as above me. But I can actually go to this search result and look at the ones that are on the top. So some of the reason why these are on the top, some of them are more have more authority and different things. But entrepreneur.com, that's a very established site. EntrepreneurOnFire.com is a very established site. But you can make observations is what I'm saying. I use the Jaxie trackings frequently because it eliminates that need to go to the search console regularly, because it'll show me the position, where the ranking position that I'm in. It won't show you click-through rate and things like that, but it'll still show you this. And so if you're curious about whether your articles are going up in the rankings, then Jaxie Pro can answer that question for you. So for me, this is a tool I like to use. I did discontinue using it for a period of time, but I realized that I like knowing the position of my website on Google, Bing, and Yahoo from one interface so much that I really do like Jaxie Pro. So I'm really hoping that this training was helpful for you and that it shows you how you can track the rankings, how you can know where you stand in your search engine rankings so that you can get more customers, potential customers, more traffic, and more sales. All of those goals are really good things because that's what helps you accomplish the mission that you created the site for. So if this training was helpful for you and you're on YouTube, please like this video. If this training was helpful for you and you're on Wealthy Affiliate, please go down and hit the green like button and like this video. And if you'd like to see more training like this and you're on YouTube, then subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you can be notified of upcoming videos. If you're on Wealthy Affiliate, then follow me on Wealthy Affiliate and make sure your notifications are on so you can be notified when I release new training. So that's all I have for this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.